Hello, everybody. Welcome to Velocity Live. Look, I actually have sound. If you're out there, say hello. So let's get started today. Today we have stories on Loblaw, Sam's Club, 7-Eleven, and more. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Velocity This Week Live. We, of course, are your go-to source for all things private brand, private label, retailer-owned brands, or as the hooligans of the world call them, store brands. That always sounds like the name on the front of the store to me, but what do I know?
Not much. I'm Laraine Durham, VP of Marketing and Events at the Velocity Institute. Welcome.
And I'm Christopher Durham, President of the Velocity Institute. We're here to keep you up to date on the latest trends, news, and updates in the private brand industry. Today is Wednesday, August 28th.
Happy birthday.
Oh, it's my birthday, isn't it? I'm 56 years old today.
Happy birthday to Christopher.
And this is our ongoing series on the news as we continue to bring you the freshest private brand news and insights.
Every week we'll cover breaking news where you can get the scoop on the latest developments and innovations. We'll cover industry insights where you can hear expert opinions and analysis on industry trends, challenges, and opportunities. And we'll tell you about upcoming events so you can stay in the know about our upcoming events at the Velocity Institute.
So join us each Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live on LinkedIn and YouTube. It actually streams to both my personal LinkedIn, so Christopher Durham, and to the Velocity Institute LinkedIn. So if you can't find it, well, it's out. It's out there, I promise. And then if you miss this live, you can always go to YouTube, and it'll be available for you to watch later. And all the episodes are there, as well as interviews and a lot of other fun stuff out there. So before we hop to our first story, we always like to do, let me see if I can get it in the right place. We always like to do our private brand picks. So it's, what do we like out there? What do we see? What are the interesting things? Mm-hmm. You want to start, Laraine?
Sure. So today I've got a tool pen. So these are awesome pens, and they come from
Office Depot.
I didn't want to say the wrong thing. For Office Depot. Tool pens, they've also won some Vertex Awards in years past. So great design, great value, great writing. I love my tool pen.
So Tool was a brand that Office Depot acquired from Office Max in the acquisition, I don't know how long it's been, maybe 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Originally created by the Office Max team out of Chicago. The team was led by Mike Kitts at the time, and Mike would tell the story of creating the Tool brand for that discriminating pen user that liked to hide a pen in his desk or her desk. So these were their pens.
Oh, right.
And then maybe they would leave a few
junky pens,
the junky pens on the top for somebody else to steal.
Right.
So that was their tool of choice. Mike's a professor at Notre Dame. If you know anybody there teaching marketing and branding right now, hello, Mike, if you happen to be watching. Probably not, but if you do, great. So that's Lorraine's. And then I like to pull some stuff every once in a while out of the archives. So some of you may have seen my book from a few years ago, Vanguard Vintage Originals. Basically, I collected several hundred private brand products and packages.
Still have them.
Gosh, yeah, we still have them. Yeah, from really since the 1800s.
Yeah.
So this one I actually have on a little stand here. Mm-hmm. And this is actually the SKU that was the very first Craftsman wrench.
Craftsman wrench.
So it's not the technically first one. Like it's not the actual first one, but it's the same.
You move it that way a little bit.
It came out at the same time.
Cool.
So adjustable wrench. At one time, Craftsman and Sears was, 30-40% of the U.S. households had a Craftsman tool in them. When my grandfather died, what's he been now, 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah, about he willed all his Craftsman
tools. He left a whole garage full of Craftsman tools
but not to
my
you.
brother. No, I didn't care, honestly. To my brother, David, who's out there.
Your twin brother.
So the question you have to ask yourself is, are you building brands that people are so passionate about that it would actually be a line in their will?
They would put it in their will because they loved them so much.
Right.
Yeah.
So brands sort of from this similar time, and we'll stay with Sears just because I happen to have a bunch of cool old stuff. So this is actually an iron.
Mm-hmm. Is that a travel iron or
this
a regular?
This is a travel iron.
I think my parents
and
had something like
down,
that.
Maybe 50s and early 60s.
Yeah.
You see, it's Kenmore.
Uh-huh.
Kind of that cool early
Kenmore,
script.
solid as Sears. Remember
Right.
that
So, I mean, I think
tagline?
half of all U.S. homes had a Kenmore appliance at one time. I mean, these guys were huge. So the potential for private brand has always been there. We talk about it as brands and all that today, but
my dad bought all of the appliances from Sears. And when we went to the mall, he would park at Sears also. And that way he never lost the car, he says. Anyway,
but I mean, it points to the fact of, if you wonder whether private brands can differentiate and whether they can make customers choose you over someone else.
Oh, absolutely did.
So your 40-year-old, 50-year-old dad at the time went to the mall, which he probably didn't want to go to.
He did not want to go to the mall.
To go to Sears to buy Kenmore or Craftsman.
Yes.
Right?
He had Craftsman tools too. Yeah, for sure.
So it's an exciting opportunity. So our first story up today.
But before we get to that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode.
And of course, if you're out there watching, please join the conversation by leaving comments during the live stream. If you're on LinkedIn, I think the comments are working. Make a comment, and we'll see if we see it.
Testing, yeah.
Testing. Is anybody out there? So we did our private brand picks already. Absolutely, and we'll do our first story today. That one's you, Laraine.
Story number 1 is from Sam's Club. Sam's Club has officially opened its Clubhouse Retail Design Studio on the Bentonville campus, marking a significant step forward in its commitment to innovation and private brand development. This 37,000 square foot facility is the first of its kind for Sam's Club, serving as a dedicated space where employees can pitch ideas, test products, and collaborate on projects that push the business forward. Located at 2100 Simple Savings Drive.
Love that address.
I love that. Directly across from Sam's Club home office, the clubhouse is more than just a workspace. It's a hub of creativity and innovation. Built at an estimated cost of $8.3 million, the design studio features expansive workshop areas, zones for physical product and hardware testing, and spaces dedicated to digital design, including virtual reality experiences. This state-of-the-art facility is set to transform how Sam's Club approaches private brand development, integrating design thinking deeply into its operations. The clubhouse strengthens our commitment to being a product-led organization and democratizes innovation, said Todd Garner, Chief Product Officer of Sam's Club. This new design studio will enable us to provide innovative solutions for our members and associates and serve as the incubator for enterprise-wide innovation. The launch of the clubhouse comes when the retail industry is rapidly evolving, with an increased focus on omni-commerce and private brand differentiation. The ability to innovate quickly and effectively is crucial for Sam's Club. The clubhouse offers a structured environment for cross-functional teams, including product management, engineering, and design, to work together seamlessly, fostering an ecosystem where ideas can be tested and refined before reaching the market. Private brand innovation is a key focus at Sam's Club, and the clubhouse is set to play a pivotal role in this area. By providing a dedicated space for design and development, the company aims to accelerate the creation of new products that meets the needs of its members. From initial concept to final product testing, the clubhouse supports every stage of the innovation process, allowing Sam's Club to stay ahead of market trends and consumer expectations. The grand opening event, held on August 20th, was attended by Sam's Club CEO Chris Nicholas, Bentonville Mayor Stephanie Ormond, and other Arkansas state officials. The celebration highlighted the clubhouse's importance as a strategic investment in the company's future, emphasizing its role in driving innovation across all areas of business, including private brand development. As Sam's Club moves forward with its vision of being the innovation engine for Walmart, the clubhouse will play a critical role in shaping the company's private brand strategy. By fostering a culture of innovation and collaboration, the clubhouse is poised to become the beating heart of Sam's Club's efforts to redefine retail and set new standards for private brand excellence.
That's why I love this move. I mean, I love it anytime a retailer invests in building out an innovation facility, and it basically sends a signal not only to their employees, but to the world that, hey, we're going to try and do something different. So
and how fun would it be to work there?
Yeah.
Your job is to innovate new things and develop, and basically you have a huge facility for product development.
Who doesn't love that? I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, taking a look at these, I mean, it's a nice space.
Oh, there it is.
Cool looking building, and it's all right there in Bentonville in that. So as Walmart builds its larger new campus, I think it's a pretty exciting thing. So we do have a comment, Stephanie K. Let's see what Stephanie K has to say. She says, love seeing the Craftsman in Kenmore. I worked as packaging director at Sears. And Stephanie and I have met before. Hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. Thanks for watching. I actually almost dragged out. I have a Kenmore sewing machine that's about 50 pounds, but there was no good way to show it.
It is
the book's available on Amazon if you want to see pictures of it, though. So thanks for watching, Stephanie. So up next, story number 2, Canadian retailer Loblaw is taking a bold step to extend the innovation and personality of its iconic no-name private brand into a full consumer experience with the launch of ultra-discount no-name grocery stores in Ontario. Scheduled to open in September, the first 3 stores in Windsor, St. Catharines, and Brockville will offer even lower prices by simplifying the shopping experience and cutting operational costs. This new venture builds on the success of No Name's bright yellow packaging and minimalist marketing, transforming the brand's straightforward, no-frills approach into an entire retail environment. So obviously No Name is one of the iconic private brands in North America, designed originally by Don Watt in the early 80s. It's a pretty straightforward design that honestly, probably 10 years ago, I would have said needed badly redone, and Loblaw found a way to breathe personality into it in a whole different way. So if you've seen what they've done over the last few years, they've wrapped trains. They have just the most humorous Instagram, Pinterest, social media that are constantly doing things out there. So extending this into basically a full no-name store is super exciting. Loblaw president and CEO Per Bank highlighted the distinct nature of the no-name stores compared to traditional grocery outlets. He said, running a traditional grocery store can be expensive, but by reducing our building and operating costs, as well as the overall complexity of the store, we believe we can deliver meaningful savings. This innovative model aims to offer consumers a unique, cost-effective shopping experience that brings the essence of the No Name brand to life. This initiative represents Loblaw's latest move in the discount retail sector following the recent introduction of smaller format no-frills locations. As Canadian shoppers continue to seek ways to manage rising grocery costs, discount stores have gained significant traction, driving sales growth for major grocers nationwide. Loblaw's expansion of its discount network underscores its commitment to meeting this demand and strengthening its position in the competitive discount market. The no-name stores will feature a streamlined model with approximately a whole bunch, 7,000 items typically available in no-frills stores. This simplified product assortment will focus on frozen packaged bakery goods, produce, and pantry staples, excluding refrigerated items like dairy and fresh meat. The goal is to reduce waste and operational complexity while delivering substantial savings to shoppers. Now, I think it's interesting they're not doing the dairy and fresh meat. I mean, Canada is intriguing because Aldi hasn't gotten there yet. And they are obviously looking, at our border and in Europe and going, ooh, what happens when and if Aldi comes? The prevailing Canadian sentiment is, oh, they could never do it. This market's too hard. There's not enough real estate. I would never write Aldi out. So it's nice to see them leveraging this brand to do something. Bank went on to say, we're trying to make it as simple as possible. If this works, we will accelerate. And if not, we will pivot and importantly take the learnings and apply them somewhere else. This pilot approach reflects Loblaw's commitment to continuous innovation and adaptability, core values of the No Name brand that resonate deeply with cost-conscious consumers. The No Name stores will operate with shorter hours from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and will eschew traditional marketing strategies such as flyers, instead relying on the brand's strong recognition and word of mouth. To keep costs low, Loblaw will utilize repurposed fixtures like shelves and cash lanes and will initially not include self-checkout stations, reinforcing the no-frills ethos that No Name embodies. Loblaw's decision to extend No Name into standalone stores is a strategic move to offer customers a full experience that aligns with the brand's core promise of simplicity and savings. By turning a popular private brand into a retail destination, Loblaw is creating a new way for shoppers to engage with No Name beyond the grocery aisle, making it a key player in the evolving landscape of discount retailer. As the pilot progresses, Loblaw will closely monitor customer feedback and market performance to refine and potentially expand the No Name store concept. For now, these stores represent a significant step in Loblaw's broader strategy to innovate with its private brand portfolio and offer Canadian consumers a practical, affordable shopping alternative in a challenging economic climate. So it's easy to think that this is cheap, low quality product. This isn't. It's actually their national brand equivalent. It's just they have leaned into that yellow and black ethos, that kind of just bold in your face, No Name simplicity, and they're testing stores with it.
So they have both the No Name and some national brands?
Yep, they do.
All right.
Now, and actually, it looks like there's President's Choice in there. See that bottom right, the black as well? President's Choice being there.
Yeah, they had
next
those
tier up.
really good chocolate chip cookies.
Right. So in the 80s, President's Choice extended into the U.S. So I think where we live, Harris Teeter actually sold President's Choice for a while, right?
Yeah.
So, it's an interesting mix. So story number 3, Laraine.
It's from the Fresh Market. As the school year kicks into gear and routines ramp up, the Fresh Market is stepping up to keep mornings delicious and hassle-free. If only.
Yeah.
In all 160 stores, the grocer has introduced a grab-and-go breakfast station near the deli area, turning breakfast from a rush chore into a tasty, convenient experience. From 8 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. daily, shoppers can pick from hot croissant sandwiches, parfait cups, sweet pastries, and the signature farmhouse egg bake, a savory mix of eggs, hash browns, sausage, bacon, cheddar, onions, and green peppers encased in a crispy potato crust. And what's breakfast without coffee? The Fresh Market has brewed up a new collection of over 30 private brand coffees, carefully curated and ethically sourced to satisfy every coffee lover, whether you're a traditionalist or an adventurous sipper. Available for sampling during tasting events from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on August 24th and 31st and September 7th and 14th. I think those are Saturdays. These premium coffees promise an exceptional bean-to-cup experience. We're dedicated to bringing you the creme de la creme of coffee, says the Fresh Market. It is partnered with small batch roasters who follow their custom specs to the letter, ensuring every cup meets high standards of flavor and consistency. By supporting small farms and sustainable practices, the Fresh Market's coffee collection not only tastes good, but also does good. With these new offerings, the Fresh Market is making mornings brighter, tastier, and much easier, so you can start your day right, whether you're dining in or grabbing on the go.
So for those of you who attended our event in Charlotte, Kevin Miller, the VP of Marketing, was down.
He spoke.
Spoke about their evolving program. So if you don't know Fresh Market, it's a premium grocer that's really food focused. It's not a natural organic grocer, so it's not a Whole Foods. It is a flavor first, food first grocer. Smaller format. They don't even claim to be a full shop, so you're not going to get tied in there.
Yeah, or if you do want something like that, it's really expensive.
Yeah, and the set's very small. They don't even pretend to be in that space.
But I like the focus on coffee because I've always thought of them as having really fresh and good coffee in the Fresh Market.
You can sample coffee every time.
Yeah, I always get the little cups and sample when we go in.
Anyway, so Kevin presented basically what was their evolving private brand strategy. Couldn't even show a lot of it yet. He just kind of gave you a peek behind the scenes of where they're going. So if you come in May of next year, he's going to come back and present and show you the progress they've made. So that should be exciting if you haven't.
I remember they were launching like a private brand.
They launched pizza, right? They launched
ready to bake
pizza. Pizza, right? Yeah. So that was pretty exciting. Look, Stephanie's over here chatting away. Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie says, "Happy birthday, Christopher." Thank you very much, Stephanie. Let's see. Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
And then she says Canada needs Aldi and Lidl. Loblaw needs some competition. So the Canadian grocery market is definitely, it's kind of the big 3 players there. in Loblaw,
Lidl,
Metro, and
Lidl,
Sobeys,
Lidl,
and
Lidl.
Mhm.
Lidl.
You got it. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So love to see that. So let's take a look at story number 4. Let's switch scenes here. What scene would you like?
7-Eleven. That is not it.
It's coming. There we go. 7-Eleven is teaming up with Green Day and their Punk Bunny coffee. So Green Day fan here. 7-Eleven and Green Day are cranking up the volume on your daily coffee routine with the launch of an exclusive anniversary blend from Punk Bunny Coffee. There's Billy Joe and the team and the Punk Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
The Green Day guys. It actually debuted today on my birthday, so August 28th. This limited edition collaboration celebrates 60 years of 7-Eleven pioneering to-go coffee and the 30th anniversary of Green Day's iconic breakout album.
30th anniversary of Green Day's. We're old.
Yeah, we are old. It's available, of course, at 7-Eleven, Speedway, and Stripes. So 7-Eleven acquired those different chains over the last couple of years. This blend is said to be a hit among both coffee lovers and punk rock fans.
Of what you are both.
I love both those things, absolutely. Let's see, I've got some more pictures to show here. So let's take a look. Oh, there's the bunny.
I love it.
I might need to order some of this, just telling you. To kick off the celebration, 7-Eleven and Punk Bunny are offering a unique way for fans to score big starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on August 28th. The first 50 fans who show up at the 7-Eleven at 800 6th Avenue in New York City can get a custom 7-Eleven and Punk Bunny tattoo. So those are already gone, I'm sure. Because that was in New York, we wouldn't have made it. And they'll receive 7-Eleven coffee for 711 days.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
That's fun. The tattoo, which was designed by Bay Area tattoo artist Lady Cobra, is a semi-permanent design that perfectly blends the spirit of Green Day with 7-Eleven's iconic brand. So there's your tattoo. Let's take a look.
The eyes are coffee beans.
That is fun, isn't it? So let's take a look at some of the product this year. According to Dennis Phelps, SVP of merchandising at 7-Eleven, this year we celebrate the 60th anniversary of 7-Eleven as the first national retailer to offer freshly brewed coffee in to-go cups, making us the OG to-go coffee destination.
Literally the OG.
Cool shirt. I'm going to need one of these.
That was cool.
He goes on to say, teaming up with Punk Bunny to bring new and exclusive coffee options to our customers is the perfect way to honor our legacy and offer a one-of-a-kind coffee experience. It's pretty cool. Here's another one. The Punk Bunny Coffee Anniversary Blend promises a multi-layered flavor journey. Everything's a journey these days, featuring bright hints of citrus, rich undertones of stone fruit, and a warm cocoa finish with a gentle hint of spice. Beyond the exclusive roast, fans can also grab Fairtrade certified Punk Bunny bagged blends and K-Cups, including Soundcheck and Last Ride and Roasts, along with limited edition Punk Bunny inspired collectible refill mugs available at 7-Eleven and Speedway stores while supplies last. So Billy Joe Armstrong, lead singer of Green Day, the frontman extraordinaire, says, for us, 7-Eleven was always the go-to spot back in high school. As we celebrate the anniversaries of two of our biggest albums, having Punk Bunny coffee available at 7-Eleven stores feels like a full circle moment. So don't worry, for fans who can't make it to New York, Punk Bunny Coffee has also collaborated with 7-Eleven's online merch store, which I showed you some of the merch. Here's one of the t-shirts. Punk Bunny team there, and is releasing a limited time capsule collection featuring co-branded tees, totes, and stickers to commemorate the partnership. So Marissa Jarrett, Executive VP and Chief Marketing and Sustainability Officer at 7-Eleven, said, as a Green Day fan myself, I am particularly excited to share this collaboration with our customers. Bringing Punk Bunny to the 7-Eleven coffee lineup continues our commitment to offering exclusive items that excite both coffee and music fans as we celebrate 60 years of to-go coffee. So you can grab your cup, rock your style, and be a part of this epic coffee collaboration, shaking up the caffeine scene coast to coast. 7-Eleven has done, over the last couple of years, they've knocked it out of the park with these
collaborations. Yeah, and they're always really cool, and they seem like they're aimed at us Gen Xers, right?
Well, this one is certainly,
Yeah.
but they've done ones with rappers, they've done ones with kind of street artists, fashion designers. There's been a lot of cool stuff happening.
And I didn't realize that 7-Eleven was the first to offer to-go coffee cups.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I guess that was a big.
I'm not sure who
change.
tracked that, so I don't.
Well, they're claiming it, so I'm not going
to. Who knows? Who knows?
But yeah, I guess
maybe that's
60
the case.
years ago there weren't a lot of
I mean, you just
to-go
didn't,
coffee
you didn't buy,
places. There was no Starbucks. There was no, so.
And it was service stations. It wasn't convenience stores as much, right?
Yeah,
so,
and that's when they put the gas in the car for you too. So you weren't
Probably.
really going into the station much those
now,
days.
early 7-Elevens would have been kind of still convenience-y. So Stephanie K says 7-Eleven has some cool stuff globally. Yeah, they're doing all kinds of cool stuff. I keep meaning to drop in. They're actually testing some of the Japanese stuff in New York, so you could get the egg salad sandwich, which is all over TikTok and kind of iconic thing. They're doing some cool stuff. We'll see. If you paid attention to the news, Couche-Tard is trying to acquire 7-Eleven, which would make them Circle K, which would make them the largest convenience store chain in the world. We'll see what happens there. Hard to say. So we always like to close out kind of giving you some insight into some of our events. Let me turn that off. Hey,
confetti events,
might as well.
Events, yes, events.
We do have events, absolutely.
So what's our first event? So Sustainability Summit is coming up October 22nd and 23rd in Phoenix, Arizona. Tell us about that, Christopher.
So in Phoenix, we will be, this is actually our 5th year doing this. The first 2 years were online because there was COVID after all. Then we were in Cincinnati, Ohio, and Kroger keynoted. Then we were at Whole Foods headquarters in Austin, and they keynoted. This year we will be in Phoenix, Arizona, as Laraine said, and the Sprouts team will keynote, and we'll have speakers from a bunch of retailers, including Walmart and a bunch of other folks. So super excited to do that, as well as speakers from Fair Trade, the Marine Conservancy, all kinds of cool stuff, green, blue. So you won't want to miss this. But we really talk about at this event the 3 things that the private brand industry has some hope of having control over. So product, packaging, and marketing, or the messaging. Product, of course, being you can make it fair trade, organic, make sure it's not killing the rainforest, reduce the amount of bad for you chemicals, all those sort of things. All the PFAS, all those sort of things that product developers
sustainability event
can impact. The second thing being packaging. So typically this is the easiest thing for a retailer and a manufacturer to control because you can pick the material that's used. You can redesign the pack and make it smaller. Plastic. You can use the right kind of materials, less plastic, more recycled materials, and so forth. So lots of good things. And then marketing, which is always the hardest. It's really having the retailer and the manufacturer tell the story of the first 2 without greenwashing, and really getting credit for it both internally and externally. So I want to make sure that my associates know, my store managers know, and my CEO knows, as well as my customers, and Wall Street. Right. So there's a lot of constituents floating around there. This one, more than anything, is one part education, one part conversation, and it's really the effort to say, how can we as an industry work together to leverage sustainability and be more sustainable and make it something that we can be better at. So there's no right or wrong answer. Even Whole Foods said last year nobody's perfect at it.
And it's great to come and get ideas. I mean, because everybody's on this sustainability journey these days. So
tickets are currently on sale, early bird rate, velocityinstitute.org. You can go get them. They're, I think, $7.95 right now, and the hotel is a great rate. Will be at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Phoenix. Goes up, I think, September 10th. So make sure you get your tickets. Now, I still have a couple of sponsorships left. So there's one gold sponsorship available. If you'd like a 30-minute speaking spot, we have a sponsorship available. And I just had one panel open up. So we'd love to be able to give you some time on stage to really grow your brand and your business and the private brand in the sustainability space. And then if you'd like to sponsor, please let me know, but please go out and buy. So Laraine, next up, our big event in Chicago.
Our big event in Chicago. It's called the Bold Bash 2024. It's presented by Equator, and we're going to have it this year at Joe's Live, which is a new venue for us. In the past 2 years, we've had it at a smaller bar slash bowling alley
Yeah, which wasn't small, but
we rapidly outgrew it.
Mhm.
So instead of packing people in like we did last year, we said let's move it to a bigger venue and welcome some more people. So it's in Chicago on November 18th.
Mhm.
So if you're there for PLMA or you're just in Chicago, come by and check us out.
Absolutely.
It's
So
free to attend.
go to our website, velocityinstitute.org, and register, please. We'll make
Please
sure
register.
you get you a badge. There'll be a live band, and the retailers come and they kind of hang out. It's been a long day for them on the show floor, as well as the manufacturers. And this is an opportunity for people to be a little more casual, a little hipper, a little younger, and just kind of hang out. And
Are we hipper?
I'm not, but a lot of the people are.
Yeah, for sure.
Just hang out in a more comfortable situation, have drinks with us, a little bit of food here and there, and a great band. Actually, I just booked the band, so it'll be exciting. So watch for more on that if you haven't already. We also have some opportunity to not to speak at this one, but certainly to sponsor. We're doing some great swag bags that we can do product sampling in. I've got a specialty branded cocktail that we could develop just for you. If you're a drink manufacturer, an ingredient manufacturer, you name it, we could do some cool things like that. We could do branded lanyards. So there's a lot of ways to get your brand and your opportunity in front of the retailers and the manufacturers and make sure that you can grow your business. We'd love to have you be a part of it. So please go register. And if you have any questions, let me know. We will also be introducing what we're calling the Bold Awards. If you've ever come to one of our conferences or gotten an email from me, I always send Be Bold, and it's really my call to action for the industry to take that bold step to stop settling to be second best and be bold and make a bold difference. So this will open up in the next few weeks for nominations, and we're looking to award the people who are being bold in the industry. So you'll be able to nominate a retailer, a manufacturer, a service provider, you name it, who have made a bold impact in the private brand industry this year, and they'll get kind of an Olympic style, medal. Actually, I saw the proofs for them. They're shipping, so maybe they'll be here in the next. I think they'll be here by the 10th or so.
Mm-hmm.
So we will launch that and give those out live on stage, and people love to be able to get their awards on stage, and you can walk around with a medal for the rest of the PLMA show.
That's fun. Everyone will know you are bold.
Absolutely. So we're excited to launch that. Watch for it and make sure you make a nomination. You can nominate yourself. You can nominate somebody else. You can nominate a company. It'll be an exciting time to come.
As long as they're bold.
As long as they're bold, to come have a drink with us and enjoy the growth of private brand. So that's us. You can attend, speak, exhibit, or sponsor at any of our events. Please reach out to me at cdurham@velocityinstitute.org, and we'll help you grow your business. All right. That is us for today. Anything you want to
add? No, it's a hot one today. So if you're stay cool out there, friends.
Oh, and the other thing that will come by the end of the year, which I'm wearing my Vertex hat. So if you haven't entered the Vertex Awards, the Vertex Awards will open generally right there around PLMA, so usually the second or third week of November. The Vertex Awards is the largest and only global private brand package design competition, and where it will be now in our 14th or 15th year, I'm not even sure which. So it will open for entries, retailers, manufacturers, agencies, you name it. If you're doing great package design for private brands from anywhere in the world, you can enter. Price goes up the longer it is done, and then we'll give those
start
awards.
Getting them ready now.
Yep, we'll give those awards out in Charlotte
in May,
and Amsterdam in May. So you'll be able to come and get your trophy.
A lot of people don't know that the Velocity Institute sponsors the Vertex, or we are the Vertex Awards.
We are the Vertex Awards. Well, myself and Phil Russo from Global Retail Brands founded the Vertex Awards. So if you haven't entered that before, I think last year we had about 700 entries, and
all over the world.
It was more than 100 winners from
Japan,
50 or 60 countries.
Australia,
I have to pull the numbers.
China, UK, US.
But we had people fly in
Canada.
just to accept their trophies, and some just wonderful design. Retail and private brand is now in a space where we're leading in design. So it's another one of those places where we're bold, and it's exciting. So if you haven't already entered, please consider doing that this year. If you'd like to see all the past year's entries, go to vertexawards.org. And
you can check out those past years past.
There's a
winners.
lot of great work happening in the private brand space. So thank you very much for joining us for Velocity Live. Please join us again next week, the same time. So we are live every week on YouTube and LinkedIn.
Yeah, go to YouTube and like and subscribe to us.
Absolutely. So I'm Christopher Durham from
And
the Velocity Institute.
I'm Laraine Durham.
And that's us for this week. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching. Thanks, Stephanie.